Good afternoon. How are you today? Well, it's 50-ish, so it's pleasant, and it's not raining, and the sun is out, and there's no big wind. So this is a good time to go for a walk. And I spent the day looking at tiny little screens, so this is a welcome break. The thing that catches my attention most is, are we ever going to indict Trump? And everybody, including myself, should be thinking that the best place to indict him is Georgia. And that's the best place because we have Trump on tape talking about a crime. But it appears that we're making it more and more complicated than it has to be by talking about RICO, Racketeer Influence Corrupt Organization, and additional defendants and other people who may have lied before the grand jury. That is all well and good. But a public servant should understand there's only one that is important, and it's Trump. Everything else is noise. Everything. I don't care what they did. Bannon even. It doesn't matter if you don't get Trump. The whole thing is a failure if you don't get Trump. And when you have a simple prosecution to bring down an evil person, do it. You know, they use taxes to get Al Capone. That's nothing compared to what they have on tape by a president of the United States trying to fix an election by having somebody give him votes he didn't get and demanding it of the Secretary of the State who is in charge of the elections, who told them there is no way that he won and that the calculations and counting was accurate. That's the case. That's the whole case. That's the opening to the case. And the first thing you do, you play the tape and you corroborate it and you're done. It's a 2-day trial and the president, former president, is convicted and goes to jail. That's it. That's the case. So instead, we had a grand jury, I think, to convince the world that we were doing something down there in Georgia. And then at the end of it, the prosecutor writes the report for the grand jury and then decides, oh, it shouldn't be released because I am imminently going to indict somebody. Maybe it's the president. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's another tease. Maybe they'll indict somebody who did something else. One of Trump's Confederates. Maybe Meadows. Who knows? So we have this situation in which everybody's saying, it's heating up now. And this Thursday, the judge is going to decide to release portions of the investigation. And, you know, those of us who are curious, myself included, yeah, I'd like to see that. But that's wrong. If you're going to indict people, you don't get to release a report from a grand jury about what they did and then release the indictments. You do the indictments and you have discovery and you prosecute the case and you convict the man. And the only man is Trump. That is the objective. Every prosecutor who has a piece of this case, the only person they should be after is Trump. Now, there's some other stories that interest me. One is we've now shot down 4 objects. We know we had 2 balloons and 2 I don't knows. And we don't know who did, we don't know who did 3 of the 4 objects. That's wrong. You don't shoot down things you don't know what it is. Now, are they lying to us? Well, perhaps. And in fact, in this case, if it meant they had a real reason and identified real information to shoot these things down, well, okay, but we should be able to tell America what's going on. Why are we shooting things down that are above us? NATO says we should be vigilant. And, you know, the guess is it's China. You can't guess about this kind of stuff. Wars start over this kind of guessing. And every terrible war starts with a lie that just takes flight. And we can't start a war in these times with these fighting technologies. We have to get it right. We have to be careful. Yeah, it's right to shoot down the balloon. But what about the other 3 objects? What was the cause? Who is the identity of the party that put these things up there. That's important stuff. And you know, if the world wanted to spend time on something that was natural and painful and hurting, it would be to look at, now we have 33,000 people dead in Turkey and Syria because of the earthquake. That's really something. You know, it would be nice to think about something that's just fun, like Rihanna at the halftime show. It was really, I guess, both a medley of hits and scary stuff. I mean, scary because like floating up there on flying carpets in the dark. I mean, that would be chilling to watch, and even more chilling to execute carefully. So I haven't been watching much football over the years, but last night I did see the game. It was a terrific game. I didn't have a dog in the fight. But I thought that both sides played really well. And of course, the second half was really something to watch. So, what's up? It would be nice if we could start being constructive and careful and mean what we say and say what we mean in public life. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the judge does on Thursday. He's basically said he's going to release the summary and some of the information about the people that they're going to charge. Disconcerting. So here I am in our Cathedral of Trees, starting a brand new week at a good temperature. All the best. Bye-bye.